Night, Metro Louisville has now released the 911 calls for the deadly incident with a woman in a Metro garbage truck. It happened 2 weeks ago. Hello, everybody, and thank you for being with us at 6 o'clock. I'm Doug Proffitt. Both 911 calls came from inside of a convenience store there. Focus reporter Travis Breeze is here now at 6 after speaking to the family and their attorney. And Travis, we learned something important about what didn't happen in this case.
Doug, the family is upset that Public Works employees on scene did not call 911. I requested all 911 calls in this area around the time of the incident and got 2 calls, both from people inside of the convenience store. No calls from Metro employees. It is not 100% certain that these employees saw Tyrah Adams get up from a pile of trash and go looking for help, but if they did, her sister says every second mattered.
A woman came in, she doesn't have any shoes on, she's beat all the filthy, and she's hollering, help, help, help.
911 calls are revealing more about how Tyrah Adams died on February 12th. The city says Public Works employees working a dump truck with a claw on it picked up Adams not knowing she was in a pile of trash. According to a records request, 2 people inside the J&M Food Mart called 911 after they say Adams came through the door and collapsed on the floor.
Just tell her to rest in the most comfortable position and wait for help to arrive.
The callers questioned if Adams was perhaps having an overdose. She died at the hospital later that day. Her autopsy has not been released yet. Adams can be heard writhing in pain on the call, which we are not airing. Are you picturing Tyrah in that moment, or are you trying not to?
I think that that's difficult to refrain from. Being told the horrific details, reading that.
Tyrah's sister, Sandra, rushed from Lexington to attorney Stephanie Rivas' office in Middletown when the calls were released. Based on an incident report Rivas has, it's not certain that the employees saw Adams get up and walk to the store. She hopes surveillance footage will answer that.
There should be an employee handbook and the standard operating procedures and even the driver's training manual that any time that there's an accident like this, the first thing that they would do is call 911.
Mayor Greenberg's office and LMPD both said they cannot comment on the active investigation.
That should have been the first thing that they did.
Sandra wants to make sure the ambulance got there as soon as possible and that no one put off calling for help.
Well, Travis, let's talk about any criminal charges on the table for Public Works employees. Is that the case at all?
So we know that the PIU, the Public Integrity Unit, is the unit that is handling this investigation, and that is the unit that handles, quote, criminal investigations for all Metro employees. The police wouldn't say anything else about this, but it's common practice when the PIU investigates a police shooting that the outcome is they will either recommend or not recommend charges be filed to the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office. But we want to point out that Mayor Greenberg addressed this situation last week, and he said, at this point, we do not believe there has been any wrongdoing, Doug.
That's right. He did say that publicly. All right. Thank you.